This is Justin Hemminger, a listing partner here with Madden Real Estate. And I'm going to talk with you a little bit about 6 things you can do to prepare for an appraisal. Getting your home appraised is a necessary step of any transaction to sell your home. And the appraisal itself will influence your asking price. So it's really important that we take care of a few of these things in order to be sure that you're maximizing your value. Number one, start small with a little bit of spackle. So we all live in our homes. So, we'll hang up photos. The kids will bump into the walls a little bit. It's really important to go back and spackle over those blemishes in the wall and the sheetrock, and get right back to a really smooth finish on there. And then after you've spackled it, as long as you're going to be painting anyway, because you got to cover over that spackle, look through and see if you're up for a new bit of paint on your home, on the interior. Recommendations are typically to get as light as possible, because you want to make that square footage really pop. So touch up the trim around your windows and your doors, all your baseboards. Just find every part of your home that could be suffering from just some older paint, and just touch it up or completely paint the walls. Next would be to update your crawl spaces. Be sure that majority of the transactions that we do require an appraiser to do a head and shoulders, or neck and shoulders, whichever it may be, inspection of the crawl space. So by providing or getting down there, making sure that you've got some visqueen that's been properly sealed around the perimeter of the crawl space. Make sure that there's no standing water down there, and make sure that it feels dry, doesn't feel musty. Those are going to be some really important things. If you've got mushrooms growing down there because of some organic material at some point coming in underneath the visqueen, maybe clear those out to be sure that when an appraiser goes in there to take a look, they're not being surprised by things and then calling out additional repairs. Next, do a deep clean. Run your vacuum cleaner again through the house before they come by. Dust. Now, I'm not talking about doing a white glove, inspection, but every bit that they're going to see needs to be clean. And I know that it's going to be tough, because you will have just gotten done with with all these showings, and you kind of get back to a little bit of life, back in normal. But by providing this extra level of cleanliness for the appraiser to come in, it's going to be a little bit of a bump to help increase your conditional adjustments that they're going to make on the appraisal. Next would be conducting any additional repairs. So some of the biggest items that get called out on the appraisal are chipping and peeling paint. So looking around the exterior of your home, especially around the fascia up by either your gutters or your roof, and find anywhere where there might be chipping or peeling paint, scrape that off, get a new coat of paint on in there. It's something that's going to save a lot of heartache in the end. What you don't want to have happen is to get under contract with a buyer, have everything going smooth, and then in a 45 to 60 day transaction, finding out 10 days prior to the time that you're supposed to be closing that you need to update some peeling and chipping paint. Not exactly the thing that you want to do when you're just about ready to close on your home. The last thing is get an early home inspection. By getting a pre-listing inspection, you get an upfront look, kind of not necessarily behind the scenes look, but a look at all of the items that are going to be called out by an inspection when you're under contract with a buyer. Being able to knock those items out prior to being under contract with the buyer ensures that when you are in the appraisal phase of the transaction, that you're not getting any big surprises. If the chipping and peeling paint is a great example. If you took the step to get that at the front end, like at the start of the summer, and we're looking to close right now in the end of August, when all of our contractors are so booked up, it's crazy. We've got some folks that are booked up until November. If you would have started that in the beginning of the summer, looking at the peeling and chipping paint from a home inspection report, then you're well in advance. You're well leaps and bounds past where you could be. So those are a few things. If you're thinking about selling your home, if you want to ensure that you get close to the value that we've been able to find in terms of our market value, some little recommendations rather than spending thousands of dollars up front or at closing in order to get some of these things done. You can take a couple $100 and take care of it yourself at the very front end. If you have any more questions or any additional questions, give us a call, 907-452-3000. You can also reach us at info@maddenrealestate.com. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.